McFarland, USA. I'm gonna go take a lap. McFarland, USA is another Disney sports drama that stars Kevin Costner as a cross-country coach who moves to McFarland because he was a football coach, but he's gotten fired for different situations at his former high schools. So he moves to McFarland because he has nowhere else where he can get a job. And what he finds there is a poor town filled with kids who don't really care. The football team's terrible. No one's really interested in anything. But one day Costner realizes that there's some fast kids at this high school. So he puts together a cross-country team so that these kids can put their actual talents to use. Now the problem with that is these kids have other lives. They have to work in the fields with their parents because their parents have no money because it's one of the poorest towns in America. So he has to battle them as well as his own family who's moving in, settling into their new home in McFarland. Now first of all, this movie, while it's another Disney sports drama, this is a rare well-made one. Yes, you can tell when the cliche moments and generic lines are coming, but they're a lot better when they're actually filmed professionally and there's actually acceptable dialogue. Kevin Costner is of course fantastic. He has to carry the movie, and he does a great job of being a scruffy, kind of out-of-it guy who just needs a job. He's really not interested, but his character arc throughout the movie translates to him actually caring about the kids. Another thing I liked in this movie was the races are actually filmed very well. The cinematography is great. You could follow the action. There's no shaky cam. It was a really well-filmed movie. My problems with it are I liked all the kids in the town's families, but Kevin Costner's family was really dull. I didn't like their storyline at all with the daughter's birthday and all that. It really didn't matter to me. They made a whole big scene of it with her quinceañera. It's just a whole waste of the movie. Another thing I didn't like is while it is a sports drama, there's supposed to be those times when like the characters are in danger or something's going wrong. I never really cared. I never felt like anyone was in danger. I didn't think, like when the parents were saying he can't work, they never felt threatening. You knew they were going to let him. So there's no sense of actual drama to this movie. Otherwise, it was a pretty good time. It's not a very memorable movie. It's another just sports drama where you know it's going to happen, but I think you can enjoy it. It's based off of a true story, but overall I did enjoy the movie. I'll give McFarland USA a 7 out of 10. I think it is worth a one-time watch. I think you can have some fun with it. So those are my thoughts on McFarland USA. Stay tuned right now. James is going to give you his thoughts. Thank you guys for watching Jnjreviews.
Alright, what's up guys? Jamin here for Jnjreviews, and here's my side of the review for McFarland USA. So McFarland USA, Jack already went through a lot of what the movie's about. He gave a lot of his thoughts on the movie. I'm going to give just a brief amount of thoughts on the movie on my side. And really I like this movie a lot. McFarland USA obviously is a Disney movie, but it really doesn't show to the watcher as a Disney movie. This is actually a much better movie than I think people expect going in, just like I did. Personally, I run cross-country on my own, so this movie is very relatable. Whether it's the starting line of a race or just the grueling practices that you have to go through, and just the overall respect that you have to gain from running cross-country. And it's very realistic in that aspect. I thought the racing was really well shot, as Jack noted in his part of the review. That part was absolutely terrific. Another thing I really liked in this movie was, again, Kevin Costner. I mean, he absolutely played the role perfectly. Played kind of a, you know, out-of-town guy, you know, somebody that doesn't really understand the ways of McFarland and really adapts to it and really ends up liking it in the end, which is obviously, you know, what we kind of expected. And that's kind of one of the main problems of this film. It's a little bit predictable, which is tough to do in a film like this, something that we already know kind of the story of or something like that. And so a little bit of predictableness is going to be there, but however, this movie does present itself in a very good way. Another thing I didn't like in this movie, again, is some of the pointless parts in the movie. In the movie, as Jack noted, kind of with the extra family stuff. I think in the end, you know, it's hard to make a movie just about running in general. You know, so I think they had to add some of that stuff. That part, kind of the drama-ish stuff, as Jack noted, is just something that's doesn't really work in this movie. And you know, that's fine because it does fix itself with the races and getting to know some of these athletes and the thing. That's another thing I wish they could have done, is zero in on a little bit more of the athletes. I'm kind of a details guy, and I didn't get a ton of that from this movie, but overall, I mean, McFarland USA really wasn't a disappointment at all. I went in going a little bit, was this movie really going to be that good, even though I was a cross-country runner? And going as a cross-country runner, I think this is a totally relatable film. I think it was really good in the running part. Just a few of the drama parts were a little bit, but Kevin Costner does a great job, and as Jack noted, I think this movie is worth at least a one-time see. And yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and give this movie a 7.5 out of 10. I thought it was, again, a very good movie. I think it's something that is very relatable as a runner. But yeah, it does fall short in a lot of areas. But yeah, so that's my part of the review, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. Stay tuned for some more reviews coming up. We're gonna have a busy, hopefully in the next couple months here on Jnjreviews. Anyway, guys, hope you guys have enjoyed. Jnjreviews, signing out.